That is perfect and beautifully said. And thank you so much for clarifying. And that makes total sense because when I was drinking, I wasn't ready. And I noticed as soon as I got sober, then all of a sudden everything it went like from quantum jumping, like you mentioned in your
Yeah,
book as well. You talk about quantum jumping. It was going
yeah.
too fast for me. I'm like, okay, hold on. I don't even know if I'm ready for this. I was going with
Hold
the
the
flow.
train.
I'm like, wait a minute, it's going too fast.
Yeah,
Now, people do experiencing quantum jumping. Some people call it
yeah,
quantum leaping.
yeah.
What can you explain a little bit about what quantum
Well,
jumping is?
well, quantum shift. So first of all, what you went through is exactly what I said. The conditions were there. The missing piece were you. You were the missing piece. And when you showed up, the conditions tick, 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 could happen really quickly. But you could keep going. Well, I'll just take another drink because nothing's happening. I'll just do this because it's never going to happen. And then, but when you shifted and you showed up, the conditions were all there. So that's when instant manifestation occurs. You know, quantum leaps can be seen, big. I mean, I think even to stop to drink is a big quantum shift because it's going to affect every aspect of your life. So your health, your well-being, your mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, relationships with friends, romantic, if it's parenting or with your family. I mean, it's such a quantum shift because it just affects everything else. Um, and quantum shifts are also realizing. So even in my example, when I chose to go to Paris to try my luck as a fashion model, um, on the one hand, that was a huge shift, so a quantum shift. But I was struggling, but I was dealing with the next decision. It's like I had to buy a ticket. So I had to find a price that worked for me. I had to find a hotel. I had to decide, am I doing this or that? So we're dealing with so many daily things that we don't realize that we're going through quantum shift. You were aware of it when you stopped to dream, but many times it's just happening because you're so focused on the next thing. But you look back and you go, oh my God, this was a quantum shift because nothing in my life is the same anymore. I am not the same. My environment is not the same. Everything has changed.
Yeah,
But we just go through the small things that take us there.
absolutely. Like even our thoughts are not the same anymore. How we think about ourselves and the
Yes.
world and others. So we build an appreciation more so of the world. And speaking of the world, how does one, because I know everybody's busy and everybody's, waking up, going to work and they're in traffic and then they're at work, they're stressed out, they come home, but they're still in
Yeah.
traffic and they get here, they barely eat, they barely spend time with their family. We feel like robotic human beings. What
Yeah.
are some ways that people can actually just be still and just be quiet and
Yeah.
bring that spiritual part inside them?
Yeah. Well, I want to say that a big shift that can help you have a spiritual practice that's not just meditating 45 minutes in the morning and quieting your thoughts, if that's, for example, something that's hard for you, is seeing that the world around you is alive.